Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to mm, mm, mm. I'm just thinking of Laura. Laura's not here, but just thinking of Laura and going, hmm, mm, mm, mm. Welcome to Mystical Monday Musings. It's good. And Laura, if you're watching, if you're secretly watching, I hope you're having a great holiday, but you shouldn't be watching because you're on a holiday. But, 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 no fear, everyone. No fear, because I said that I would have an amazing person come co-host me with me today, just to have a little fun and to put a little giggle in everybody's step. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm all the way on the West Coast, as you know, and I had to have somebody from the East Coast because Laura's from the East Coast, so it would be me over here and Laura over here. Well, guess what? Well, let's do it this way because it's easier. Me over here and Laura over here. Guess what? I'm gonna bring the East Coast down a little bit, just down, 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 down to the Southeast Coast, the Southeast Coast. And who else can I find in the delicious, sunny Florida other than my dear friend, Sherry Dworkin Smith? Hello, my friend.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Hello.
Good to see you. Good to have you here.
Thank you. It's so good to be back.
It's good to have you back. I got to have you on a podcast
Yeah, it's been a little
because
while.
you've got some stuff that's new that's going on, doing hypnotherapy and grief educator. I
Yeah,
think that's awesome.
it
That's
is
awesome.
really. I don't
Tell
like to
everybody a
say
little
it's
bit about it.
exciting, but it's really powerful work. The grief educator.
And how great to, blend that with your psychic medium stuff.
It's true because you have so many people that I'm sure for you, you have parameters of how you will choose to work with people. And I choose not to work with people who are still in an active grief state because their loved ones may not come through, or if they do, the experience will be maybe harder or more traumatic and not healing. And with mediumship, we always want it to be healing. And people can get stuck in this cycle of grief, and to be able to help them walk through it and find meaning and find peace so that they can go forward in their lives, but more importantly, and then also be more receptive and open to receiving that message when they are ready for mediumship. So it's amazing, powerful stuff, and it's an incredible gift to be able to help people move through pain that way so they don't have to live in it
I
forever.
love it. And you're doing stuff at the Journey Within.
I am. I've been so excited. It's been such what an amazing experience. What an honor to be asked to teach. I've been invited to do the Sunday service. I've been invited to teach a couple different classes. My most recent class was so successful. They had 48 people that signed up for the class, and we went about 40 minutes over the time. So they've already asked me to do the class again and expand it out. And this is really important, I think, because this class particularly was designed for people like us, light workers and mediums and therapists and, whoever all, who have the skills and have the abilities, and they're trained, and now they're ready to go out and start working with clients, but they don't have the business knowledge. And as you know, I spent 28 years, with Mary Kay Cosmetics, and was a director for 25 years and paint Cadillacs and all kinds of things. And so I know how to build a solid business. I know how to build, a very strong foundation of a business. And so it was an incredible honor when the church asked me to teach a class teaching light workers how to build a business, how to run a business, how to manage it, how you get clients, how do you do the marketing, which you are such a marketing genius, and all the different things, taxes, money management, and how are you paying yourself. And so there was just such a quick 2.5 hour snapshot of, so grateful when they asked me to expand on the class and to do it again. So I'm really looking forward. So hopefully that will get on the schedule before the end of the year, because I want people to be ready to be set up into the new 2025 fiscal year. So
I love it. I love it. And we're going to talk more, guys, but we're going to go ahead and give you each our
the dogs are very excited.
Very excited. Barking on the truth, as Ginger Perrick says, healing heart medium. So I'm going to use Denise Lynn's The Time Traveler Oracle deck. And your little one is super excited.
Oh my gosh, she's very excited. Stop. So,
and I'm going to tell you this. And first of all, let's just say good morning, Joy and Carson and Chris. And Joy saying hi. Joy saying hi, Chris. Delora, twerking with the twerking. Hello, hello, hello. That's Jeanette, good to see you. Thanks for being here. So here's your card for today, everybody, for the week. Adventure. So this is interesting. It's fascinating. You're all going, okay, it's Labor Day, right? So take a little time to see what would you like to, what adventure do you want to go onto? Is it adventure about the mind? Is it an adventure about spirituality? Is it an adventure in the heart? Is it adventure physically? Do you really want to get physically the start of a new month? So what do you want to do, and what kind of adventure would you like to go on?
And I love the colors in this card, the reds and the orange and the yellows, all those root, base chakra, those lower chakras are really grounding, of like who you are and where you want to go and how you want to show up in the world. So.
Love it. Love it. What do you got?
What do I got? I'm going to use the James Van Praagh. I love these. They're just quick little messages from the guides. James Van Praagh. I love this deck because it just has just anytime I need a little guidance, like what do I need? What am I missing? I pull one of these cards. And so I'm going to pull this card. It says death is an illusion. And I love this because this is not talking about death. This is talking about transition. This is talking about the ending of chapters and starting new chapters, taking the adventure. And so we know we just finished Mercury retrograde. We're still in that window, but today is literally the new moon. This is the time. The thing of yesterday is dead, is gone. We can't go back. We are going to move forward. And I love the colors in this because it's this beautiful turquoise that is the blue waters of, let's say, Mexico or some exotic destination. It's the promise of new possibilities, right? That aquamarine color that we see, when people put like exotic vacation destinations, or the color of diamonds when they're sometimes depicted, riches and abundance in your transition on your adventure, riches and abundance. So this is anything that you thought that was holding you back is the illusion, and everything in front of you is totally possible.
Dolores says, shh, Mercury is listening.
Mercury is, yes, because we finished the retrograde on the 28th, but we still have that 2-week window. So a little bit more as Mercury is, waning in its effect, but it's still out there.
Joy says, every day is an adventure in my life. And Carson says, my adventures wherever Frontier Air drops me off. Or Delora. That's true. That's true. So if you guys have a question, you have a YouTube channel, do you not?
I do. Okay. You just put my name in there. You find me.
Yeah. So it's go subscribe this way. Go subscribe to Sherry's YouTube channel. Also, Laura Worcester, please subscribe to Laura Worcester's channel and mine as well, and follow us. And if you guys have a question for Sherry or I, please, we'll both give you a little insight, but ask us a question, not a yes or no. Don't make it a yes or no, but ask a question. And it's wonderful to have Sherry on today. And we've got a plan for you to be on a podcast, because I think it'd be really exciting to have you on. Well, we'll talk about that maybe.
And follow me on my Facebook page, because my YouTube channel is great, but it's basically a replay of what I do on Monday afternoons on my Facebook page, which is a lot of the cards and the channeled information for what's going on for the week. So this week, Laura's on vacation, so here I am.
There you go. It's nice. It's nice to
I'm so
I'm
happy
so
to
glad she got to have a little holiday to go to the beach. That's really nice. And I hope you're having a good time, Laura. All right, questions, comments, concerns. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. And for those of you that are watching, we do have a retreat. It will be, Sherry, my 50th weekend retreat.
Oh my gosh, wow.
I know it's crazy.
That's
Crazy.
fantastic.
Thanks, Laura. Sherry Dworkin Smith. So I
Thanks, Delora. I'm
can,
easy to find.
easy like a morning
Well,
breeze.
and if you go to Linktree, you can put in my name, and all of my stuff is there on Linktree as well.
Love it. Love it. Love it. So yeah, 50th weekend
That's
retreat.
incredible.
And getting ready to stuff. Now, we're going to tell you a little bit of a secret, not too much, but a little bit of secret. Sherry and I are working on doing something with a couple other friends, and that's going to be in Florida.
In Florida.
Florida, and we'll let you know when that pops up as well. So get ready to hear all about it. Because do you know? I don't know why I feel like it's important to know. Do you know Beth Eiglarsh?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because she's in Florida too.
I don't think she's near where I am, but we met when we were both part of the Own Your Awesome book production.
Right. And
So
Beth is
she's
super sweet. She's
lovely.
on the other coast. She's on the other side. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's lovely.
Thank you, Carson. So yes, please be specific. So who has one? Who has a question? Let's do it. I'm gonna pick a card just for giggles because I think sometimes the beginning of the month is something. This one just flew right out. The beginning of the month is always important to be like, what's the focus? I know we're doing this weekly, but what's the focus? What is it? And so these two actually fell. So I'm going to share with everyone miracles. And look at this,
Look at all the green.
courage.
Oh, I love it.
So look at the two together, guys. Miracles and courage. Can you guys see that together?
Mm-hmm.
What does it say? So we could read it either way, right? So miracles, the courage to have the faith to know that miracles happen, small ones, large ones, big ones. I mean, it's really about miracles and to trust in your heart. Have the courage to have faith in that, to move forward. If you are aligning yourself with what your heart's desire is and just be open to the possibilities, let go of the outcome, but be open to possibilities, that's going to happen. And we do have a question.
Well, let me piggyback on that for a second before you jump towards that, because one of my favorite books that I ever had read was actually by a man named John Ortberg, and he wrote a book called "If You Want to Walk on Water, You Have to Get Out of the Boat," which says miracles are totally possible, but we have to be engaged. We can't be the sit in the back seat. We have to be willing to get in the ship. We have to be willing to steer the ship. We have to be willing to be part of the process in order for the miracles to happen. So I love how that lines up with our whole thing of adventure. Take the risk, because there is no wrong turn. If you get in the boat and it's not going the right way, you're going to work yourself back into the right direction or to another direction that is more in alignment. So you got to get in the boat.
So true. So true. Delora would like a card, please. Direction of new season of my personal development. You go first, my dear.
All right, so I'm going to choose this time from Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle deck, because I love this deck so much. You can tell it's like all completely like bent, and because I've shuffled it to pieces. I love this deck. And so this is, oh, Delora, I love this for you. This says, trust the niggle. What's niggling at you, and what is your, what is your feeling? What is that feeling that's trying to tell you? And so this is telling you that, when we work on our personal development and where we're trying to go into a new direction, we feel like I need to, or I want to go into a new direction. It's very easy to quickly become the octopus, where I want to learn this and this and this. I want to do this. And it takes that discretion and discipline to say, okay, let me get quiet in my heart. What is it that is really coming to me that should be my next best step forward. And honestly, that thing will probably fall right into your lap. When you are in, it is so easy to be like, I want to learn all of it. And when we can narrow that and say, okay, what is my next best step? And honestly, this is the question I ask myself every single day is, what do I need to know to move forward for my highest and best purpose, to be in alignment with you and spirit, with me and spirit, to move forward on my path today? And this is what I ask every single day because it's so easy to get. And so this is telling you, what is that niggle that's in your heart, that's maybe in your solar plexus too, that's in that part of like who I want to be and how I want to show up in the world. That's the direction. So try to resist the urge to be the octopus and just try and get your energy a little quiet and feel where it is. Because honestly, I was saying to my husband literally just the other day, I said, well, I think I need to go in this direction. And the thing that time commitment that I had literally in that next moment just evaporated and got rescheduled. And then the next opportunity presented itself. So spirit is listening. The universe is listening. And if we're trusting and we're listening back, they're going to point us in exactly the right direction. So trust what's already inside you.
And we got a couple more questions, so this is exciting. But I'm just going to give you. I'm going to make these quicker. This is you're fine. You guys don't know when it's Sherry and I. We can talk you until the cows come home. The moment they're out of the pasture to the time they get home, we'll still be talking, Sherry. So look at this, Delora. This is I kid that this is your card. But as you take the next steps, don't forget to be you. Don't forget to be the playful, fun, joyful you that is just saying, here I am. And this is the it's like, for me, I feel that this is like a be free spirit card. So there you go. Chris says, what's a good way to acknowledge my younger brother's heavenly birthday today?
I love that.
So I don't think we need to pick a card.
I don't think we need a card for that. You know, for me, when I'm honoring my loved ones in spirit, I want to maybe eat a food that was special to them, or a food that we enjoyed together, or to rewatch a movie that we had, you know, to recreate some place where we spent time that was filled with joy, and honoring their memory and bringing them closer by doing something that we did together that was filled with love and joy.
And I would say the exact same thing. She took the words right out of my mouth about food. I'm going to say, because I know you, Chris, and I know music is so important, what kind of songs did he like? What kind of music did he like? Play those. Play the songs that you guys enjoyed together.
The Jewish, oh, I'm so sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
In the Jewish tradition, we light what's called a yahrzeit candle. It's a 24-hour candle. And so it comes in like a glass, and you light it and you say a prayer, and then the prayer that we say for mourners, and then the candle burns for 24 hours, and it's designed for exactly that. And I love having that on those special days, because every time I look at the candle, it just reminds me, like, oh yes, I wanted to, you know, have a thought. I wanted to keep them close. So having the yahrzeit candle, and you can buy something like that. Yeah. So they're measured out to
big, but yes, I get it.
Yeah, but they're designed to yeah, and a lot of cultures have something like that, to have those memorial candles. So it's really wonderful, because then you can smell it, or you can see it, and it reminds you, keep your loved one close.
I love that idea. I've had, as of late, some frustration with my head-heart balance. Got to get a card for the next steps with heart. And then she says, and then you do those cards, meaning the cards that we just did earlier. Not these cards, but the ones that we did with, I got it. Do you want to pull a quick card for her?
Okay, so getting what does Chris need to know to help to get the heart and the head more into balance? Okay, so we acknowledge jumper cards. You saw Elias do that, so I have two. This is share your voice is the first one. Is share your voice, and it says come out of the cave and allow your voice to be heard, your thoughts, your expression. So not swallowing the words, being really to say what is in your heart, and not letting your head to hold you back from that. And then we're getting the glasses. And the other card is the ever unfolding rose, which is one of my favorite cards in this deck, because this is cracked open. It's happening for you and not to you. And this reminds us that all the things that we are going through, sometimes when we're going through harder times, we keep that stuff to ourselves, we swallow it. And this is reminding you to share that, because you might be able to mentor to someone else who's having a similar situation, or you might cross paths with someone who can mentor to you. So share your voice, share yourself, your authentic self, with those around you, and know that whatever is going on in that balance, it's happening to help you grow. It's happening for you.
Excellent.
Is that fast?
Joy says, how do I proceed to make the right choices for my family? This is way harder being family of instead of caregiver for.
The right choices for my family. Harder being in the family of rather than being the caregiver of someone else. So what does Joy need to know? Am I picking again, or are you picking?
You always start first. Guess.
Oh, okay.
I always have to start first.
Wow. So Joy, what do we need to know? So things are changing at the cellular level. And so this is the card of transformation and deep healing. And so all the experiences that you've had, the things that have helped you to, and that have informed you as a caregiver, this is wisdom that you have. And when you are the caregiver, sometimes you have to be detached and not let your emotions lead the way, so that you can make those best decisions. And we tend to forget that when things are very close to home. So perhaps this time of transformation is teaching you to balance, but reminding you to take the wisdom that you already know and that discipline that you already have, to step back and zoom out and look at the situation from the caregiver experience, not discounting your caregiver, but rather bringing that in as something that can help you.
I love that. And here's something that I think you already know, Joy, but to remind yourself: strength. You have this strength within you to handle whatever situation that you've been given and have been given and continue to be given, because you are a strong ass woman, my dear. But do remember to ask for the support that you need to lift you up into that strength. So there you have it.
Yeah, we don't have to do it alone, especially women. We have trouble asking for help. We don't have to do it alone.
Dolores says, thanks for not saying the patience card. You're welcome. You're dancing on top of the hippie van. I'm dancing, okay?
Did anybody else see Scooby-Doo in that card when it first came
I know,
up?
so did I. I think I'm running for the restroom. You're supposed to be gassing the van. That's funny. Awesome. Playing the cars and lighting a candle today. Thank you both. You're welcome.
Absolutely.
O-F, oi.
I don't know. From the Jewish perspective, we just use spell O-Y. Oi!
Oi.
Oi! Oi!
Natalie says, going on a job interview. That's amazing. Good for you. Going on a job interview today. Okay. And any advice I can get would be much appreciated. Thank you. All right.
So before I even pick a card, Natalie, I'm going to remind you to be your authentic self and to show up as you. Exactly. But when I ask what does Natalie need to know about this interview, it says, this is very interesting. So Natalie, this card is Anna, the grandmother of Jesus in this deck. And it says, seeding the light, laying the foundation for the divine plan. So when you show up as your most authentic self, which is who Anna was, which is who Jesus was, to show up as your most authentic self, and you are laying the groundwork for building strong relationships. So believe that you have something to offer, that you are a person of value, that they would be lucky to have you, not from an ego-y perspective, but that you have value to bring to the organization. My dog agrees. Bark of truth. Then you will absolutely show up with the right energy of you are here to help and to be part of the team and to bring your gifts to the organization. You're going to crush it.
And yes. And Joyce says, thank you. Carson says, Joan of Arc, love her info about what she was able to do. Strength card indeed. Yes, yes, yes. Trying, truly trying. And then Natalie, for you, all these cards fell out. So I'm gonna go with this. Okay. Ready? So look at this. Life force energy, communication, activation, happiness, and reflection. So know that you have the energy to crush your um, interview today. Communicate what you want to say and listen to what they're asking you. Um, and you're going to activate the happiness within. And the reflection is to be able to say, I've learned this from my past experiences and blah, blah, blah. Really speak to your strengths. Really speak to your strengths. And please hold, caller. Um, this is an amazing book. We've had her on before. My friend Amy Find Reeves, College Career Explained Tools, Skills, Competence for Your Job Search. She talks about interviewing, she talks about resumes, she talks about so much in here. It's not just for college students, this is for everyone. It's a great, great book. I would strongly suggest to get this. It's available on Amazon. So good luck. You're welcome. Thank you.
From the business perspective of some of the things that I teach, Natalie, when you walk in, head held high, shoulders back, look them straight in the eye, good solid handshake, and breathe.
Yes, get the book. Let me put it up one more time. It's a great book, College Career Explained. And here's the thing, Natalie, um, go to my podcast. I think it's the second or third, no, the third or fourth one. Look for Amy Find Reeves. It's on my podcast on mindbodyspirit.fm or Apple or Spotify,
Spotify.
and it's under Your Inner Voice. And take a look at that, and it's on there. Thanks, Laura. And Dolores says, "Oh wow, I never considered the grandparents of Jesus." Yeah, fascinating, isn't it? Okay, awesome. Thank you. You're welcome. And Joyce says, Natalie, good luck this afternoon. Guess what? We're running like close to our time. And what do you got coming up, real quick?
So right now we are rebuilding the class for the Journey Within Church to expand this business class for those of you who are light workers and or even if you're not and you want to have some business information about how do I be an independent contractor and how do I run a business and how do I get started. I have some skills and I want to share them with the world. So that is top of the shelf right now. And also just really booking up appointments with a lot of people right now, because this is a time of transformation, which is where we talked about, a couple of times already. There's so many people that are looking to make changes in their lives through hypnotherapy, which is an amazing, amazing tool to help you really drop old habits, drop limiting beliefs, and really expand your potential and be able to show up as your truest self. So a lot of hypnotherapy work and still, unfortunately, a lot of grief work as well. We're just at the tail end of the pandemic, as things are kind of finally leveled out, and a lot of people who didn't deal with their grief in the middle are coming to deal with grief now. So there's a lot of people who are processing a lot of stuff, and so it's keeping me pretty busy between the mediumship, the hypnotherapy, and the grief work. So it's just an honor to be able to help people heal in that way. So
well, I am thrilled to have you on. Thank you for stepping in today as a guest.
it's my
We will be back next Monday. I think Laura is going to be back next Monday. I will not be, because I'll be on retreat. I'll be flying home. So Laura Wusta will be on hopefully next Monday. And I'm going to be on social media a lot today. So take a look for me on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on the TikTok. So as always, guys, thanks for being here. Remember, you all are intuitive. Thanks again, Sherry, so much for being here.
absolutely
Yeah,
happy to step in.
thanks for being